What time do you spend on your smartphone? What's for? And have you ever felt a waste of time while surfing the internet all day and failed to remember what you have to do? So today, my team, including Huyền Trang, Mi Uyên, Phương Anh, Thùy Linh, and me, want to introduce an application to you which supports you minimize the time used on your mobile phone. It's called a Green Planner. Our presentation consists of 4 parts. Firstly, part 1 is about overview of the game, and part 2 is some of outstanding features of this app. Thirdly, part 3 is how to develop Green Planner, and finally is to come to the main conclusion of our presentation. Planner is a simulation game established and compatible with both Android and iOS devices. This version of the game is immensely unique with beautiful graphic design with high game processing speed and eye-catching effects. Principle is based on what you must plan in advance, and the less time you spend on your smartphone, the more rapidly your plans grow, or else the plans will die immediately. Thanks to principle, you will concentrate predominantly on your work and contribute to the significant increase in productivity. If you enforce strictly the regulation, you will be given points, including coins or water, depending on the time you set up. In addition, you can unlock some precious seed flower and decorative items in store to not only make your garden more sparkling, but have player earn more money when harvesting. With professional function, hope that you can arrange systematically and optimize your daily time. Let's continue to find out more information about Green Planner with us.
After having conducted so many research and analyzed the database, I have to say that there are 2 groups of customers that we tend to concentrate on. Group number 1 is for those who are from age 18 to 22. They can be students, undergraduate, or even the person who have an entry-level job. The goal is for those people who are seeking a university master degree or those who have just completed college and are on probation. To most people, it is highly recommended to consider the benefits of having this kind of app because it solves the real problem, ensuring that we complete the task on time and work productively. When you work at university or are on the way to getting a job, being on time is a fact that we have to follow. In order for schools and career to run smoothly, not being disrupted during work time and agreeing on a set of time can be truly important. And for group number 2 is for those who are from age 25 to 35. They can be an official or the person who have a high power job. For those who are having a demanding job, it seems to be quite difficult to have a job work-life balance. Currently, people in this group face a hectic workload and not to mention overworking, and then they spend less time with the family. In fact, if you are having too much of your time for the sake of work, it will lead to so many serious problems. On using this kind of app, it doesn't mean you have to stop working hard. Instead of missing out, you can work logically and properly, give you more control over what you do. After having conducted many research and analyzed the database, I have to say that there are 2 groups of customers that we tend to focus on. Group number 1 is for those who are from age 18 to 22. They can be students, undergraduate, or even the person who have an entry-level job. The goal is for those people who are seeking a university master degree, or those who have just completed college and are on probation. To most people, it is highly desirable to consider the benefits of having this kind of app because it solves the real problem, ensuring that we complete the task on time and work productively. When you work at university or are on the way to getting a job, being on time is a fact that you have to follow. In order for schools and careers to run smoothly, not being disrupted during work time and agreeing on a set of time can be truly important. And for number two, is for those who are from age 25 to 35. They can be official or who have a very high power job. The job is a very demanding job, and it seems to be quite difficult to have a work-life balance. Nowadays, people in this group have to face a very hectic workload, not to mention overworking, and then they spend less time with their family. In fact, if you are having too much of your time for the sake of work, it will lead to so many serious problems. On using this kind of app, it doesn't mean you have to stop working hard. Instead of missing out, you can work logically and properly, give you more control over what you do.
Thanks, Lynn, for the details of our two main groups of target customers. My name is Trang and now I will introduce to you guys the app Green Planner specialties to answer the question, how we attract the client. Firstly, our application allows the customers freely design their main characters based on their real appearances and plan their own garden by their interests. Secondly, they provide useful tips to plant trees and care for your garden in the real world. I mean not the virtual one. Moreover, it raises the sense of environmental development in each player. Most importantly, whether or not you can grasp the benefits of this app depends on your persistence and efficiency. Green planners also present a sound reason for people to stay away from smartphones and concentrate on working. Let's move to the strategies to develop Green Planner. How? How can we develop the app Green Planner? We are going to launch the app in both App Store and Google Play after creating the app landing page. Market research is a must to expand customer choice and reach the right people. Besides, the app's design will be put on top. Actually, only concentrating on making an app without thinking about the conception and structure is so wrong. Design is not just how your work looks, but it is how users will experience the app. To build the app in the most effective manner based on customer research, we will go online and find a creative designer for our product. And changes are essential, so we still keep an eye on users' feedback and keep developing. So to develop, last but not least, we have to find so many sponsors to continue the development of Green Planner.
Now let's move on to part 3. I'm going to show you some similar apps to have some comparison. As you can see, those are 3 habits tracker apps, namely from left to right. Those are Dawn, Habitica, and Stripes. The steps are simple. First, Enter the habit you want to achieve, then set the date and time. And that's all. The app will help remind you each time the task was done. Habitica, in the middle, has some development. It is added with the game which you can earn some toys by gaining enough scores, and vice versa. It will take out of some scores if you fail to do the task. That help boost your motivation. However, this only works when you are honest enough to report yourself to the app that you have failed. It's highly likely that you don't have enough guts and just ignore it. Now, but with Green Planner, everything is taken to the next level. How? You have a tree of your own preferences, as you can choose the type, the name, and decorate it your own way. The tree is created exactly to your taste, and then you soon feel affectionate and caring for it. It will grow healthily and beautifully as long as the owner follows the habit on a daily basis. And vice versa, the tree will die immediately after one task is failed to achieved. We're pretty sure that no one can stand watching their endearing tree perish. So how I earn money? This app is free for the first 3 months. From the fourth month, the app will cost you $2.8 each month. Success comes from a repetition of little actions, and $2.8 per month can't be more reasonable to make your success come true.
Green Planner, plan your work and work your plans. Download on Google Play for Android and App Store for iOS. Thanks very much for your interest and your listening. If you have any questions, please contact to the Gmail, phone, and our website greenplannerworkshop.com. Thank you very much.